Hello my angels and devils and all who may wander here. I'm Amanda Christina, this is Heavenly Imaginings, and this is a look through some Ciao Bella papers. Now, I'm not giving you where I got these from because I was absolutely disgusted with the customer service, and I don't want to talk about that. I want to focus on the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful papers and things I have to work with. Now, this is a pack that is around $20. Ciao Bella is not cheap. It is, but it has a beautiful silky texture. They manage to build up a lot of layers into what they do very, very beautifully. There is an artistry in what they do, and I'm so blown away. Now, this I have been looking at, and I really want to make a journal with this. I just need to, there's some washi tape and a couple of other things I would like to get first, although I am very drawn to turning this into a journal of some sort. This is Leonardo Codex. I really, really want the 12 by 12 paper to this. For anyone who doesn't know, Leonardo is one of my absolute favorite artists. We're talking Leonardo da Vinci. I always was obsessed with him growing up. Love that he's in Ever After, one of my favorite Cinderella movies. There is a fantastic series called Da Vinci's Demons, which was out a couple of years ago, which I was obsessed with, which was about him in his early life, where they weaved the history with fiction, and it was just so beautifully done. So for me, this was something I really wanted. This was the last pack they had at the time, so I wanted to make sure I didn't miss out on this one. I'd missed out on the 12 by 12 paper, and I wasn't sure I wanted this until I got it. And I started seeing the potential for a beautiful, beautiful Leonardo-themed journal. So that is the Leonardo Creative Pad. So that is basically lots of cut-aparts and things is how they do their creative pads. They don't do them for every range, which is a shame because, yeah, but it does add, Ciao Bella adds up very fast. I will say that. Not the cheapest paper in the world, but beautiful to work with. Beautiful. I'm really looking forward to this. This is the Voyages Extroidinaire, which I am assured by Bryony she's getting the big pads in, which I'm really excited about because I really want this one. This one is based on Jules Verne. So you have things like, the future is but the present a little further on, around the world in 80 days. Perfume is the soul of the flower, and sea flowers have no soul. I dream with my eyes opened. It is better to see the destination we wish to reach than the point of departure. Anything one man can imagine, other men can make real. And that is just like, this is something that I saw and I just fell in love with. So I, of course, had to have it. And there's like a patterns and solids. It's a shame this one's missing a couple of the main pieces from the big pad. So I've got, like, some of these pages I'm like, huh, but I love I love these cut aparts. It is better to see the destination we wish to reach than the point of departure. And then there's like just different covers of books. And then I think we are back at, we're back at the start. So it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous collection. The 6x6 papers aren't too bad value. You get 24 sheets for around $15, which, yes, is a bit higher than most 6x6 paper pads these days, but even, I've noticed even Kaiser and stuff are getting up there in their prices, so not too bad for something that is considered, I guess, sort of haute couture of the paper. Then we have, I have been waiting for this to come out over here, we have Neverland, and I am in love. Just absolutely in love. The small paper pad is basically the bigger one and this one together, so I won't do the small one. I will show you the big ones because I haven't opened the big ones yet. And I will say I don't like that they come in this plasticky kind of hard to open film. I would much rather them come in something a little bit more substantial so that you don't kill it, but these will go in with my Alice stuff because, well, Neverland, Alice, fairy tales, stories, they belong together. So this is like your patterns and solids in your graphic 45. And, oh, okay, I forgot that. They now do the back and front covers as pages you can use. So you can either cut apart these little pieces and use these pieces. You can use your Neverland title. Or you can go through and use your stuff on the back. I'm not really fussed on that, so I will say that unless it's the two tags, I'm probably going to use these pieces just because that's what I prefer. The hook, now as you can see, these were just sort of tossed in a box, and then my lovely parcel man just stuck his fingers through the box and crushed everything on me. So what you gonna do? It's just one of those times. Then there's like the tick-tock clock. I hate tick-tock clocks. With just a plain burgundy. You have this yellow with just a plain mustard yellow. We have this. I know Princess Fiona Jane is going to flip over the Tinkerbell paper because it's pink. It's not green. It's pink Tinkerbell in this. And it says things like, just think of happy thoughts and you'll fly. All you need is faith, trust, and pixie dust. And then it also has it in Italian, which is lovely. And then you've got your faith, trust, and pixie dust in the pink. You've got this gorgeous limey and cream stripe. We have sort of just a crisscross pattern. And then just the last page, which is what I absolutely... and this one. So that's the patterns and solids of the Neverland. And then we have... this is what I fell in love with, I will be honest. I know there are people who think, ooh, expensive paper, but you know what I've realised? Sometimes we buy a paper pad and we get bored. So I know with these, I can use these up and I won't have... I know it's more expensive this way, I get it, I really do, but for me, not having to worry about waste as much, because I've been so conscious of that, I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to open this. This is not being nice to me, so I'm just going to have to tear at the top a bit. Give me a second. We're just... issues when she forgets to bring scissors in here. Ah, got it. You will not thwart me, paper. You will come out. Okay, so we have the Neverland paper. Now this is what I absolutely... I love the cartoonish, the nod to Disney, but it being its own thing. It is just... look at these cut aparts. Like, this is the back cover. So, like, if you don't... I would... see, this is going to be hard for me because there are things on this that I would absolutely love to cut apart. Like, I'd love to have the little bits to cut apart, but then look at these beautiful cut aparts they give you. Oh, my word. And then look at this is where, for me, this is where your money goes into something like this. Like, you're seeing how much work has gone into the layering and the details and making sure things look aged. And you've got this sort of almost pixie dust look on the wood, and it is just stunning. So that is the first page with just the plain back. We have Peter flying. Look at this. Look at the Peter flying out of the Neverland book with Tink. And then the Lost Boys. Look at just how stunning that is. Like, just... This is art. This is what I love, is that with crafting, we get to work with someone else, like, especially paper crafting, we get to work with someone else's art. Look at Smee. And just all the different sort of papers, and then the little compass and stuff. Just, I love these cut aparts. Look at these. Peter Pan, Hook, the Lost Boys, just like Mr. Smee. Second star to the right and straight on till morning. There is a whole page of Tink, and it's beautiful Tink. All you need is a little faith, trust, and pixie dust. Some beautiful... like, if you wanted to just take a couple of pink pages, a couple of Tink pages out of these things, and then add in your own pink and pretty papers, you could so do that and make, like, a pretty pink Tink thing. The Neverland, Where's Hook? By hook or by crook. Look at these feathers, just how beautiful. And this map page, this is why I had to get the 6x6, because getting this in 6x6 as well as the 12x12 was a no-brainer. I love this Neverland. Second star to the right and straight on till morning. And then you've got just this mixed... but you can absolutely see why I fell hook, line and sinker for this. This is right up my alley. Some more cut aparts and lots of just different sayings and things. And then a really colourful sort of tribal almost. Then we've got the crocodile with just pirate. And see, this is the thing that with Neverland for me is it's the pirates. It's Peter Pan. It's Tinkerbell. It weaves such magic, such... fairy tale goodness together, and why not? Let's do it. let me show you the reason that I absolutely love this little... You get 2 of each sheet in this, and there is a part of me that really wants to buy another one, not gonna lie. So you get these beautiful, beautiful sheets in. And I love that they shrink the images for these, because not everybody does, but I really love that I could do a smaller album, or I could do a big album and just use some of these. And with the smaller pad, some of them you get... It's done a little bit differently on some of them. So some of the ones that you might not want to use on the bigger pad, in the smaller pad, you have in a different sort of way where, you know, like, for example, the crocodile in that I wouldn't want to use, but I'd use that. I love this stripe. We have the Where's Hook? And then we have just a little bit of Faith, Trust and Pixie Dust. And that is, then it repeats. So that is the Neverland collection, a little bit of Voyages Extroidinaire, and the Leonardo Codex creative pad. So I hope you enjoyed that look into a little bit of Ciao Bella. It is not a cheap range by any means, but sometimes I think things that inspire you are worth it, and I love that I'm, you know, as much as I want tons of it, at the same time I love that I can do a few projects and not have a glut of leftover paper. Anyway, I will talk to you soon, my angels and devils. Remember, as always, you are amazing, you are incredible, and you truly do matter. Bye all!